All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I'm gonna try to squeeze in a few viewer requests on this single one. I normally would break them out, but I'm a little busy. I'm gonna try to at least get to all of them. So I gotta start here. Note, this thing looks real interesting, all right? And I'm definitely starting this one first. And then, hey, again, the rest aren't that bad. I'm not gonna say that they're not good. Some of them aren't great, don't get me wrong. But this one's kind of the juiciest. And I've covered this one before because, again, we were knocking on the door of some big movements. Definitely didn't happen. Definitely failed pretty badly. But hey, is the second attempt happening? I don't know, but that's what I'm looking for, right? So we'll get through as many as I can, but real quick, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We do have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment anything, good or bad, share this thing all over the internet. Look, anything you can do really does help me, but for real, just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated, all right? And look, I'm not perfect, I'm not all-knowing. If you've got better opinions than me, I would very much love to hear them, all right? So again, let's look at note. All right, this is a juicy setup. All right, and the first thing I'm looking at is this 50 moving average line. I think there's a lot to see here already, but let me just kind of zoom out a bit. Okay, so since let's just roughly call it here, since the beginning of the year, since January, we have been, and really I can actually keep zooming out because this is nothing special, right? It's really been, man, it's pretty much been the entire life of this stock. All right, we have not really beaten the 50 moving average very well. Like, there's moments we're getting over it, don't get me wrong, I do see this like couple months, but yeah, for the most part, this 50 line, the red line, has been beating us. All right, good break, no confirmation, good break, no confirmation, good break, holy shit, we get confirmation. That alone is huge. All right, MACD is actually really close to the 0 line, and it's actually more positive than it was during that run. And yeah, I like this RSI number. This is still low enough to make me believe we can keep running. And man, the next moving average line is up here right now. I'm not necessarily saying we're going to run to 3, but there's not a lot stopping us here, in all honesty, right? If we can get over this line especially, man, there's nothing but red, one quick green, one quick red, you know what I mean? So 233 is for sure the money line, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be setting an alert at 213. I'll even do it at 212. Shit, let me know. Let me know if we go a penny higher. I wouldn't mind. Look, an alert is not an immediate buy notification, but yeah, I would like to know if this thing is going up for real, because there are some interesting things happening here. Arguably, I can maybe move this line a little higher to maybe take like the 50% line. I still think I'm going to take the top of this one. I think I'm okay leaving that line. But yeah, I'm very, very much liking it. And again, hopefully, because look, let's also talk about Monday real quick. Monday breaks 3 moving averages on a single go. Like, I obviously wish this was just a little bit better, but yeah, that's for sure good enough for me to call confirmation, especially because we broke the biggest candle to the left, right? So I do think worst case, maybe we come back down to 2, maybe 203, but again, I'm actually expecting this thing to keep going up. So I will for sure be and look, this isn't necessarily it's an interesting channel, right? Because all I'm really seeing is one quick green up, red down, green up, red down, green up, red. Like, these are quick moves. There's not like much of a plateau. So yeah, interesting to say the least. All right, and hey, look, we have been pretty under the 8 for a good while. Obviously, this one did badass things, but horrible confirmation. Look, weekly, obviously this week and next week are to matter because I need today and the confirmation. But again, even on the weekly, there's a lot of reason to believe this thing wants to come to 5 if it can break this like 280s, 290, right? So a lot going on here to like, and that's for sure. All right. This one just came in really quickly, and this one's going to be really quick. GNS looks horrible. All right. I heard that they did not release the earnings when they were supposed to. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. Again, I don't really look at that stuff, right? But we talked about there were supposed to be earnings, I believe, on Monday. I'm not sure if they actually happened or not. Nonetheless, today is a horrible 11% day, but more than anything, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a pretty bad confirmation that we're losing the 8 and the 20. That's what I'm actually worried about. And for sure, if we go any lower than 82 cents, 83, like if this thing closes at 82 cents, it might be a wildly quick drop to about 40. All right, and that's a hard 50% loss. So I would be wildly scared under 82 cents for sure. But yeah, end of the day, this is well under the 8 and the 20. Definitely a good confirmation day. 50 looks like it wants to keep going down. 20 looks like it wants to keep going down. This green line was going up. It's ready to be going down. There's nothing good here, and I'm not even going to look at the weekly here, okay? SECO, S-E-C-O. So today was supposed to be an important day, all right, because Monday did the job. All right. Right now, all I'm seeing is a cluster of 3. And end of the day, until we can get over this green line, until we're over $1, I'm wildly scared of this. I am, because what I'm very much seeing a stock that just goes down under all the moving averages. All right. And yeah, some silly little pop and then a silly dump, silly little pop and silly dump. This was a little more sustainable than it's ever actually been. It only was 4 days, but it was a monster 4 days, right? So in a lot of ways, I'm glad that this is actually starting to hold more green candles up than it used to be. Again, silly pop and drop, right? Silly pop and drop, right? So that's kind of cool to see. But yeah, for me, nothing matters here until we get over the 8 moving average. And right now that's sitting at $1, right? I for sure would be very scared if we, same number, get the shit no way. 82 cents, again, same number. I would be wildly afraid under 82 cents. So for this one, it's actually 81. For the other one, it was 82, but both of them are, and you know, there's actually an interesting uptrend. Let me at least draw this. Let me draw this. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. I'm gonna take you. Okay, that's not gonna change it too much. I'm just being perfect. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm taking this corner. I'm gonna raise it a little bit to this corner. We are under the trend line. I'm assuming that this is the corner that matters, not this one, because this is obviously a bigger candle. But yeah, that actually puts a little more weight to get me a little higher than 1, maybe like 105. What's the bottom of this guy? Is this 106? What did you open at? 106. I think 106 is the money line for SECO. If you can get into 106, there's a lot of reason to believe you actually might run up all the way to 156, because I don't think this is going to be too hard a line right here, actually. Where is this line coming from? Is this from the weekly? I think I'm going to delete that line. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete that line for sure. Let me get rid of this. I don't think we need that here. Cool. This is SECO right here. I like this. Get over 1, like I said, gets you over the 8 moving average. Gets you over like 106, puts you over the 8 as well as the trend line. I think that'll be just a little better. TCJH. This is an interesting chart here, all right? Again, very little history, and I'm seeing very little volume, right? Like I'm coming into the 1 minute. This is a shady chart, right? There are lots of just minimal, no volume moments, and then all of a sudden, someone moves 200 shares and it goes up that much, right? So in a lot of ways, this is a very shady stock because of what the minute looks like. That said, man, this is an interesting daily. It for sure is. We are over the moving averages. It actually looks like the 8 wants to keep going up. The 20 wants to keep going up. MACD does not exist. RSI is actually saying, hey, we're not done. Volume hasn't been bad the last few days. This is an interesting one. I'm going to set an alert at 722. I think that's what I'd be interested. Again, you know, I don't care about after hours. I'm just curious. We're going down. That's okay. That's irrelevant to me. But yeah, I would very much be scared if this goes any lower than 615. I think if it goes any lower than 615, that's going to be super hard losses. But 8 crazy. It'll go crazy if this breaks 8 for sure. So interesting chart here for sure. All right. There's obviously, let's look at the weekly, I guess. Why not? Yeah, there's nothing to look at the weekly. Cool. NIO was another one. Let me look at NIO real quick. Again, I did not see anything that looked really good. Monday was an interesting close, I'll say that. But yeah, today, again, I don't care if you can break the moving averages once, right? I definitely need you to do it twice. The day after confirmation is huge. But NIO, nothing is screaming at me that this looks good. One, two, three, four, five. I think that's everything actually. All right. Again, a little more rushed. I do like to break these out and give a little better thoughts, but I think this will at least help for today. So very much appreciate time. You obviously hopefully know that. Thank you. Thank you.